Y'all want to hear a story? Welcome back to another episode of Random Ramblings. I know this series has kind of been on a hiatus, it kind of hasn't been that active. I started the Meet the Gamer series, and that has kind of taken the forefront of my talking head style content that I'm kind of going for here. But, new episode of Random Ramblings here today. It is currently 9:45 p.m. And I just had one of the worst days that I have had in a long time. And I thought, what better than to tell it on the internet for other people's enjoyment? I hope it's enjoyment because I tried to laugh at it and laugh through the pain. So hopefully you guys get some semblance of enjoyment out of it as well. But yeah, before I do get started, special shout out to the Fly Llama Brewing Company down on the Mississippi coast. Michael Dugan and his lovely girlfriend introduced me to them, and I got a hat because I like hats. But let's get right down in it. The worst day I've had in a long time. It started, as most days do, with me waking up in the morning. I was actually woken up by my mom. She is staying with me for the week. She is doing some work in town here, and she woke me up at 6 a.m. So she could like use my shower, which is fine, nothing crazy there. Didn't think anything of it, rolled over, went back to bed because it's 6 a.m. Why do I want to be up that early? I don't. My alarm goes off at 8 a.m. Because I hate myself. And I pondered, do I want to be at work at 9? I texted one of my coworkers if he was going to be at work at 9, and he said no, and I said, well, that's going to make two of us. It was a great thing. Get out of bed, go to get a shower, and my shower head is broken. My mom broke my shower head, and I have another bathroom that I could have gone and taken a shower in, except for the fact that my mom broke that shower head 2 days ago. So I don't know what warpath that my mother has going on in my bathrooms, but she had broke both shower heads. So I couldn't take a shower this morning. So I couldn't cleanse myself before I went into work. So I did what any sensible post-college student would do, and I took a washcloth and I just kind of wiped my face. And then I brushed my teeth and I went to work. I went to work, sent a couple emails, business, work life, jobs, things. We all have them, right? Well, I get ready to go on my lunch break, and I had planned on just working half a day and just taking the afternoon off because we don't have anything going on. We're just getting ready for super regionals that are going on this upcoming weekend. So I'm like, I can take a half day off today, kind of recuperate, maybe get a nap, try to work on some content, right? You would be wrong if you thought that was the case. I thought it was the case. I was wrong. So instead, I spent my lunch break going to Lowe's to get new shower heads, and then I played plumber and put in new shower heads. The bright side of that is I was able to take a shower at 2 o'clock this afternoon and go back to work clean. Yes, back to work, because right before I left work for lunch, one of my coworkers said, hey, after lunch, we can go work on things. So I got to go back to work and work on things after I got a shower. We go back to work. We go to work on some cameras and some tripods and stuff, just general production stuff. It's whatever, willy-nilly, no one cares, right? Well, as soon as we get done, we go to leave the baseball stadium, and Poseidon himself, along with Zeus, and maybe just a dash of a Norse god, decided to make the heavens rain down on us. And I mean, quite literally, it rained very hard to the point that we couldn't get back to our vehicle to go back to our offices for a few minutes. By the time it slacked up enough and we made it back to the offices, we got back to the office at like 4 o'clock, just in time for us to be told, hey, we have a Zoom meeting with ESPN. Get in here. So I get on that Zoom meeting, which for me meant nothing. I am at the very bottom of the totem pole in our office. I don't make any decisions. I'm essentially a full-time intern. So I just got to sit there and listen to people way above my pay grade make decisions while I just went for 35 minutes. I finally get done there. I'm like, all right, bet. Let's leave because I'm ready to leave. I get caught up talking to coworkers because socializing is kind of something that I do from time to time. But I do finally leave, and I'm like, all right, it's been like 2 weeks since I've been to the gym. One of my friends, Isaiah, called me out and said that I looked like I hadn't been going to the gym. So I said, you know what? If nothing else but to spite Isaiah, we're going to the gym. So I went to the gym, had a nice little workout. There was a few more people in the gym than I liked to be there. So I was kind of like, I don't like a lot of people around me when I work out. I'm a little self-conscious. Whatever. We don't have to get into that. But there was a lot of people there. So I did a little workout and I left. I went by Walmart and got gas because Walmart has the cheapest gas here. I went by Kroger, the local supermarket, and I got some bananas and some milk to make some protein shakes because we're about them gains here. I got some paper plates because I don't like doing dishes either because my dishwasher's broken, but that's another side story. And my mom called me and I was like, yo, I'm at the supermarket. Do you want anything else? And she's like, nah, I'm good. Then we were going to get food. But first, I had these groceries. I had milk. Milk needs to be in fridge or milk go bad. So we pull up at my house to drop off the milk. And I get out of my car, and what do I hear but... I have a flat tire. Well, it's not active. It's actively becoming flat. I literally can hear the air hissing out of the tire. So I put the groceries in that I had bought, put on some, like, dirty clothes. Well, technically, I was already in dirty clothes because I'd been at the gym. And I'm like, all right, well, I have to change a tire, whatever. So I go out to change said tire. I get my jack. I jack up the truck. I take the tire off. Truck proceeds to fall off jack and start to roll down a hill. I didn't even realize I had parked on a hill, but there was a decline. So I then had to stop said truck from rolling. I then go gather logs because I live in the south and sticks are plentiful here. I chock said wheels. I pull the emergency brake on my truck that I can count on one hand the number of times I've used in the 5 years I've had it. And I rejack the truck. And that's when I realize that my jack is too small. And I need my truck to be about 2 inches higher for me to get the spare tire onto the truck. And I can't lift a truck to put the tire on. So, my mother was with me, and she told me to call my dad. My dad is 3.5 hours away, so I quickly shot that one down because there's nothing he can do that far away, right? We didn't have AAA. They couldn't AAA us to a restaurant to eat dinner. So, she's like, I think we need to go get your neighbor. I didn't want her to do it. I did not want her to do it. But in the end, I had to cave because I knew that I could not pick up my truck 2 inches. So she goes and gets my neighbor. My pride is absolutely shattered. I can't even change a tire by myself. It took an hour and a half to change a tire in my front yard. It was awful. What made it worse was that, like, my other neighbors that I don't really talk to, they were having a small gathering, a fiesta, if you will, outside, and was blazing the wildest herb that I had smelt in a while. And I just felt like a mild form of entertainment for them. They didn't offer to help. They never necessarily acknowledged me. But I knew that they knew that I was struggling. I could sense it. But my neighbor was smart and got blocks, and we just put blocks under the jack that made it. Then when I jacked it, it was high enough. I get the spare wheel on. I get the now flat wheel and put it in my truck. I come back inside and change shirts. I kept the same dirty shorts on, and I put a hat on because even though I now had a usable shower, there was no time for showers. It was time for food because my mother was hungry. I hope you guys did enjoy this story. Like I said, I know I haven't posted a Random Ramblings in a while. I want to try to get back into it. I know this is sort of turned into a storytime series, which I'm perfectly okay with. I love storytelling. I just need to find more stories to tell, and whether that be having new experiences to talk about or just kind of reflecting on different instances in my life and coming up with stories from those. But either way, I do hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new, or if you like the content. This is kind of a hybrid storytelling podcast, gaming channel, whatever. I don't really know what it is. I'm just kind of doing content that I like doing, and I'm just kind of seeing where it goes. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know what your baddest bad day was like. What all happened? Did it compare to mine? Did it make my day look not so bad? I'm really interested to see. Again, let me know if you guys have any other ideas for stories I could tell. If you do know me, if you don't know me, let me know some stuff that's going on in your guys' life. I hope you're all taking care of yourselves. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope to see you guys again in another video very, very soon. Love you guys. Peace. Take it easy. See ya.